From the time I was small, my world was different from others. I saw people not as beings of emotion, but as mechanisms, complex puzzles to be solved. And eventually, I realized that I could dismantle these puzzles, piece by piece. Her name was Lisa. I met her in a coffee shop. Brown hair, blue eyes. A writer, but there was something different about her. A way she looked at people as if she was trying to read their story. I found that interesting. I'd been watching her for weeks, observing her routine. The way she bought her morning coffee, always the same. A cappuccino with a shot of caramel. The way she sat at the same corner table every time, the one near the window. The way she scribbled in her notebook. The way she bit her lower lip when she was deep in thought. One day, I sat down at her table. She looked surprised. "May I?" I asked. She nodded. I introduced myself as Mike, a journalist. We talked about writing, about observing life. I watched her light up as she spoke about her novel, about the complexities of human emotions. A week later, we started dating. She was charming, fascinating. Her innocent curiosity about people, her passion for capturing the human spirit in words, it drew me in, but all I could think about was how to take her apart, piece by piece. On our 5th date, I invited her to my house. She agreed. The house was secluded, far away from the hustle and bustle of the city. She loved it, said it was serene, perfect for a writer. Little did she know it was perfect for other things too. That night, after dinner, I offered her wine. She accepted. I had slipped something in it, something to make her unconscious. It was a calculated risk, but it worked. She collapsed on the sofa, unconscious. I tied her hands and feet, gagged her mouth. Then I sat across from her, watching as her eyes fluttered open, the confusion, then fear, crossing her face. There was something enthralling about it, the raw human emotion. It was what I had been waiting for, to see how she, a writer who captured emotions so elegantly, reacted when faced with her own mortality. It took her 3 days to die. In those days, I watched her, watched the hope slowly drain out of her, watched as she struggled against her bindings, as she screamed through the gag, as she cried, as she begged. And through it all, I took notes, observed her, absorbed her. I dismantled her piece by piece. When it was over, I buried her in the woods behind my house, under the large oak tree. No one would find her. Lisa, the writer who loved capturing human emotions, became a memory, a secret buried deep within the earth. After Lisa, there were others, each one unique, each one a puzzle to solve. And with each, I became more proficient, more effective. It was a game to me, a game of observation and destruction. But there was always something missing, something that kept me craving for more. You see, while I'm able to deconstruct them, while I'm able to study their fear and pain, what I've never been able to understand is their hope. That flicker of hope that remains to their last breath. That hope of being saved, of surviving. That's that one piece of the puzzle I've never been able to dismantle. That's the piece that keeps me going, keeps me hunting, keeps me living.